it's Kim, aka Kimmy Some Sense, coming to you with another video. Today I am going to do my quick impressions, provide my quick impressions of an item I said I was not going to get, but somehow, some way, peer pressure and FOMO got the best of me. And so I'm going to talk about Kayali's Vacay in a Bottle miniature set. The set is 4 Eau de Parfums, 4 bottles of the 10 milliliter ones. And there are, and they're so pretty, but I am hoping that this is one that either I will regret my FOMO, or I will have wished that I instead purchased the smaller samples that are available on hudabeauty.com under the Kayali side. And so I ended up purchasing this miniature set from Sephora because I think that's when it launched there exclusively first on the app. I want to say that was June 22nd. And I think I purchased it that day, partly because, one, it was available there first. Also, I was able to use my Sephora points, which I could also use my hudabeauty.com points as well. But in the event I don't like this, I can return it to Sephora. I just did another review on the Fleur Vanilla Skin Eau de Parfum, which that might be going back as well. Depends on which one of these videos I end up uploading first. But right now, I might be batting 0 out of 2. So we will see how my first impressions are of this set, because I have been reading what some of the other feedback about the set, and it's kind of been hit or miss, where some people have liked all 4 scents for various reasons. Some people have liked 3/4 of the scents, and some people have just liked 1 out of the 4. And so I think I'm going to start with the most, I'm almost going to drop it. I don't want to say controversial, but this is a one I have heard that has had the most like dislikes of what I've read on some of the Facebook fragrance groups. And this one is going to be Marrakesh in a Bottle, Orange Blossom 24. Okay, so the notes for Marrakesh in a Bottle, Orange Blossom 24, and by the way, 24, the numbers on those essentially mean, at least for the Kayali fragrances, the number of combinations, scents, I guess, or times it took to find the scent profile that resonated. So, you know, so it's like options 1 through 23 were a no, option 24 was a yes, and so that's how the 24 and the numbers for the rest of the fragrances they end up with that actual name. So so the notes in here, the key notes are bergamot, orange blossom, pink pepper, Turkish rose, neroli, and cedarwood. So we're gonna try, and I am down to like 2 of my scent strips, so you're probably gonna see my old friends here of the index cards. So I'll start with the index cards first, and let's go ahead, and I have my ceiling fan on, so I'm gonna turn it off just so it's not spraying all over the place here. So I hope I like these. I kind of hope I don't, because these are a limited edition, and right now it sounds like, you know, these may not come, she may not release these in larger sizes, so you may not see them in a 1.7 ounce or the 3.4 ounce. So, oh God, and now I just got, I got the taste of it in my mouth. Oh God, hang on. Ah. Okay, I'm back. I mean, tastes, I don't know, it's not terrible, but it's kind of off-putting. Anyway, but, it's not bad. I'm probably going to see what the dry down is like on this one. So on paper, it's not terrible for what people have been saying in terms of just like, it's not their cup of tea. But now I don't think I've been to of these Vacation in a Bottle, of the different scents she's got. One is Marrakesh in a Bottle, which is the one I'm currently smelling, Capri in a Bottle, Maui in a Bottle, and Maldives in a Bottle. I've never been to any of these places, so for me to try and, you know, say like, yes, this is exactly what it smells like, I don't know, but it's not bad. It's got a bit of, again, it's got the pink pepper, which I think I've said this for Fleur Vanilla Skin that I'm trying out. And then also the pink diamond, I think diamond pink pepper. That's also another Kayali fragrance. The pink pepper just, it needs to grow on me, but it has that, again, that kick to it that, you know, it can kind of come off as being beast mode, which is great, I think, sometimes with the Kayali scents, because, you know, there's always the complaint that sometimes they're like glorified body mists, or, you know, they don't have the lasting power. I think it depends on the particular scent. And also if you're layering it. That's how she's always said that they're meant for being layered. Even on the current, like she's been doing so much advertising, social media campaigns, PR. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I think that's kind of why so many of us, you know, didn't want to miss out, and that FOMO, because it's we're being inundated with the messaging. But all that to say, layering. And some people, I get it, you don't want to buy a fragrance that has to be layered. A lot of times, again, a fragrance should be able to last on its own. It shouldn't need a, you know, backup singer. It should be able to, you know, do the solo. But this one isn't terrible. I mean, first impressions, I like it. I'm probably going to need to sit a little longer with it though. So yeah, I'll let this dry down, probably do a skin test, and also see like she's what other scents, you know, this could pair well with. So, you know, this could probably pair well with Vanilla 28. And again, I don't know if I'd be bold enough to try it with another pink pepper scent, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, considering this is the one I thought was going to be the worst, it's not terrible. So we'll go on to the next scent. All right. So the next one is Capri in a Bottle. This is lemon sugar, Capri in a Bottle, lemon sugar, 14. The notes in this one are lemon, sugar, freesia, raspberry, vanilla, and musk. So we'll try this one, and hopefully I don't get the flavor profile of this when I spray it. So I'll do a couple sprays so I don't end up tasting it. All right, bring it out. Okay, this one isn't bad either. This one gives me You Remind Me by Forever Mood vibes, which I have that one in my collection. I love it. It is truly a lemon gourmand. Now, I've heard other feedback online. Someone has described this as, I think, like lemon heads, like the lemon heads candy, where it kind of starts off sour, but has like a sweet middle, which I'm not big on lemon candy, so I've never really had, I don't think I've had lemon heads in many years, but I do get the tartness of the lemon, the sweetness with the sugar, a hint of the raspberry. I get a lot of raspberry. That does come through, and I'm not huge on the raspberry scent. But when it's blended with other fragrances or other scent notes, I guess, I don't mind it so much. So yeah. Okay. This one isn't bad either. Now, so far, I've tested half the kit, 2 of the scents so far. Now, I like these again in the 10 milliliter bottles, but right now, I'm not, and again, this is initial impressions. I'm not seeing one where it's just like, oh yeah, you know what, if this comes out, or if Marrakesh in a Bottle comes out in, you know, that 1.7 or that 3.4 ounce, like I'm all over it. I'm buying it. I'm buying backups of backups. I'm not feeling that yet. Not the way I felt about like vanilla candy, rock sugar, like that. I have backups of, and I'm probably going to get one more backup because I see how people can get a signature scent because they fall in love with one. That's how I feel about vanilla candy, rock sugar. But so far for these two, not quite there yet, but I like it. I like this one so far. All right, so for the next scent, we've got Maui in a Bottle, Sweet Banana 37. And so this one I'm very curious about because I know there's the ylang ylang, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I need to probably go double check the Google translation, make sure I'm not butchering that. But I've always been told that scent is similar. It's got banana. It's like it's got a banana scent. So if you smell that, you know, it's the flower, but it's not actual banana. So I want to see kind of again how the banana versus the actual banana compares to the flower. But because the scents, the keynotes in this one are sweet banana, pear, coconut cream, jasmine, sandalwood, and vanilla. And so between that sweet banana, pear, and coconut cream and vanilla, you know, it sounds like a, oops, I'll hit the camera, sorry. It sounds like a dessert. So let's go ahead and give this one a try. All right. Okay. That one's different. Oh. Okay, I maybe take back what I said so far about if I didn't get one, if I didn't want one, if she came out with a full-size bottle of one, you know, I don't know how crazy if I would truly get one, but this one's different, and I didn't think I like a banana scent. But I think the pear balances it out along with the coconut to where, you know, it's, I could see it does kind of give a bit of like an island vibe to it. The only thing is, I don't know if it's my index card that has kind of a, is kind of getting in the way of the scent. I want to try my scent strip here because I don't know if it's an index card, excuse me, or if it's the jasmine coming through, but okay, I don't know, the dry down's kind of changing a little bit. I think that might be what's going on here. Okay, maybe I take back what I said. The dry down's kicking in and the jasmine's coming through. And it's not the jasmine that I like. It's the jasmine, and I say the jasmine I like. I'm trying to identify which jasmine has a dry down that smells like poo. Because there are some fragrances where the jasmine is incorporated so well that you wouldn't notice it. But then there are others where, like Lattafa's African Drummer. I love the scent of that. It was very coconut forward and it had jasmine notes. So when I did the first spray of that, I loved it. But then when I did the second spray and actually sprayed it on my skin, I guess, I think the indolic note of the jasmine came out. And I guess indoles, what those having like jasmine and poo, they have indoles in common, I guess. And that's what I got. And so that's what I'm getting with this on the dry down for the jasmine. So, okay, I take back what I may have said, but first impression is great, but the dry down, I may need to test that out a little more. All right, so for the last, but certainly not least scent is Maldives in a Bottle, Lang Cocoa 20. So the keynotes for Maldives in a Bottle is rosemary, wild lemon, star fruit, banana blossom, lang lang, the Y is silent, I went to double check, and coconut milk. So let's try this one. I am intrigued by the rosemary note because I'm not a huge fan of rosemary as an herb. I don't really use it in cooking. If I do, just a very small bit because it can kind of dominate the dish that you're cooking, in my opinion. So hopefully we'll see if that's the case with this scent. So let's give it a spritz. All right, I'm getting a hint of it as I fan my little scent strip. Wrong reaction. It's different. Yeah, the rosemary definitely is coming through. And that can almost has a similar effect that, oh shoot, I'm trying to think of the other, I can't think of it right now. Almost like that medicinal effect of the rosemary. Like it stands out. I feel like, I don't know if this would be in a base note. Because again, I'm just reading the keynotes off the back of the box. I'll have to go probably onto the website and see if there's a better breakdown of the top, middle, and bottom notes to kind of indicate, again, true that dry down. Because I know with Maui in a Bottle, the jasmine on that dry down, that was either a mid or a bottom note. It was not the top note because it didn't make itself evident until like a minute into me sniffing it, which it shouldn't hit the mid note that soon. But again, like we've all kind of said, sometimes the lasting notes of some of the Kayali fragrances are, you know, they hit pretty quick. So yeah, this one's all right. I can't say that I would not buy a full-size bottle of this one because the rosemary definitely comes through. A little bit of the wild lemon, but I'm not getting a ton of the coconut milk, the lang lang, and maybe a bit of the banana blossom, but I don't know if maybe my nose may be mixing up the banana blossom and lang lang, but we'll see. Yeah, that one's all right. Yeah. All right, so that was all 4 of the scents. And so if I had to give a quick ranking based on these initial impressions, I will go from least to first. So the one I'd probably be least likely to buy all the way to the ones that was kind of like, if it came out in a full-size bottle, I may get. Again, that's something still on the fence about, but we'll just go with it for right now. So the one I'd probably be least likely to buy would be Maldives in a bottle. I was not big on how the rosemary scent kind of dominated, and it almost dominated in the same way that patchouli can dominate in some of the Kayali fragrances, or even how sometimes like the Oud Gasm line, and I think what was the other one? I think the vanilla patchouli one, of course, because it's in the name. But yeah, wasn't huge on it, but I have it, and I may try for this fragrance, and again, some of the other 3 that are in this set, I may try seeing how it works out with some of the other scents, again, layering, because a lot of the other notes I do enjoy, but if I can get that rosemary to find a way to tone that down, then I would. In third place is Maui in a Bottle, Sweet Banana. Again, on first impression, I loved it. I love the smell of it, but that jasmine came through and threw out a note of betrayal. So again, I will see if I can try again like Vanilla 28. I have a Citrus 08 as well that I have that I may try and see again if that would tone down that jasmine note. And I know she, and by she, I mean Mona, also had an Instagram video of kind of what she has done her combinations with as well. So I may take a look at that and just see, you know, if it's something I can make it work. And then funny enough, Marrakesh in a Bottle, Orange Blossom. I was expecting, based upon what I've been hearing from everyone else, I was expecting like this the least, but that just goes to show that all of our noses are so different, and for what one person says is not always, you know, it's not always gospel. It's not always the truth. So all of our noses are different. We have such different impressions and what stands out, and, you know, the brain is it's a crazy organ. And so the things that you smell, someone else may not smell, and vice versa. And so this one, I did like it. And so I would definitely like to try, again, combining this with the Vanilla 28, because I think that would bring out a little more of the depth and just even the the orange blossom and the bergamot, and probably make it more like a kind of like a little boozy type drink with the, I think the rum note that's in vanilla 28. And the one that I like the best out of the four is Capri in a Bottle Lemon Sugar. This one does remind me of the You Remind Me scent from Forever Mood. But again, I think something of just wanting to try, again, blending it, layering it with another scent within the Kayali line, I will try. I've heard people try, I think combining this with the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar for a super sugary, sweet scent. And it might be something I'd be interested in trying. But overall, I would say if you are interested and you're not totally sure, like, again, if you've got that FOMO, and honestly, I think so many of us do like these cute little bottles. But if you want to go down that route, I would say purchase it from Sephora. If you don't like it and you have not like put a huge dent in the bottles, you could always return it. I think they have somewhat a little more leniency than say what the Huda Beauty website would have, but otherwise Huda Beauty does have the smaller one to where I think it's like $24 that you could go and try that. And if you had a scent that was within that set of four or the four smaller samples that you like, then honestly, I think you're going to see a lot of people out on the resale market selling the bottles that they weren't huge fans of and keeping the ones that they are fans of. So you could try your luck that way. Otherwise, I know it's limited edition. Don't get caught up in the hype behind that though, only because, like I said, it's just, at the end of the day, it is just perfume. It is just fragrance. But while, you know, it can make or break our moods for the kind of day we're having and just loving to have that, you know, that awesome scent to, again, like I've said before, if you're having a stressful day, if you want to get your day started on a good note, you know, having a great scent can make all the difference. But I would say if you're truly curious, I don't think they even have the samples in the stores. Start off with that smaller set and then, you know, keep an eye out on the resale market and see what's out there that someone may be looking to just, you know, recoup their costs and hopefully, you know, not be a jerk of a reseller and try and like charge, you know, $50 for it. Because at that point, don't even worry about it. So, but if you have tried this set, if you know other people that have tried it, let me know in the comments. If, you know, if you liked it, loved it, hated it, sending it back, let me know. I love being able to talk to everyone, kind of hear your opinions as well. And again, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like the content or want to see more content from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And until then, I'll see you later. Bye.